This here is a cat litter container. This is the taller one. They come in a shorter size too. I like the taller ones. I'm going to make this into a crayfish pot. So you need a cat litter container. Make sure whatever container you use, it's not more than 15 by 20, because a crayfish or minnow trap can't be more than 15 by 20. And I take some 1/4 inch hardware cloth, and I use some zip ties. See, and this here will be the funnel that they go into. See, I got a bunch of them made here. Pretty easy to make. And one roll of 1/4 inch screen will make a ton of these. I could make the whole trap out of this stuff, but it would cost more. This here is just going to be recycled anyway. So what I do, I'm going to cut a bunch of holes, or drill a bunch of holes in the cap here, and all along the top, 3/8 inch holes. I drill a hole right through the handle here. That's where I'm going to tie off my rope. I cut the bottom off, and I drill 3 holes along the top and 2 along the sides. Same on the bottom. I take a mayonnaise jar and I drill a bunch of holes all the way around it, and 1 in the top. And what I'll do is I'll take this mayonnaise jar, I put it up here, I mark it, and I cut a hole, and I'll put some shoe glue. Around the top of the jar here. It's a plastic jar here, obviously. And I'll put that up in, and I'll put something underneath to hold it up. And then I'll put some more shoe glue around the top here. So I'll hold it up, and I'll put shoe glue around the top so that stays in place. And put the cap on. And then this here, stone, right here, I'll use zip ties, and I'll attach that stone in the bottom and the front. And this stone here, I'll shoe glue down inside that bait box, or bait jar. And then this here is going to be attached with zip ties along the front here. Okay. Now before I do any of this, I'm going to paint the inside of this container. I don't like this to be painted. I'll paint the inside of this, and then I'll go ahead and attach my rock and put my jar in there and the funnel. This is one I made a couple years ago from the shorter. This is a shorter size container, so I use a smaller bait container. What you do with this is when I pull it in, I just take this top one off, and I can shake my crayfish out of it, or eels. It catches eels too. Just shake it, and the crayfish will come out, but my bait won't come out. My bait stays in the bait jar. And they come in for the bait, but they can't get to it, so they can't eat up all the bait on you. And when I want to change just the bait, I can just take that off, dump out my bait, put fresh bait in. Bada bing, bada boom. And here's the inside. Now, this one here, I made a couple years ago, last year, snapping turtle, or it could have been otter. You see right here, I gotta put a couple zip ties in because it got busted out. Snapping turtles will do that. Otters can do that too. In fact, in the UK, they have special regulations on crayfish traps because they claim otters get stuck in them and die. So, but the way these are made, an otter can tear this thing apart. And sometimes snapping turtles do too. And they also will take a lot of the paint off of it. I use a Krylon paint, like a flat black Krylon paint that sticks to plastic. This one needs another coat, but I plan on putting them out, so I probably won't do it right away. I don't like to leave them white like that, because they're just easier for someone to see. Let me see here. I tie a string on right through here. This one needs a new string. I obviously usually have longer than that. And I'll tie a soda bottle or water bottle on the other end. Toss it out, wrap that around a tree. And because of the weight right in the front here and the weight that's inside this container, this thing will float right down, just like that. And when you put it in a stream, you want this to be facing downstream because they're going to come upstream to the scent, and that's that. I've got about a dozen of these, plan on making a few more. And if this rain ever stops, we'll put them out.